Hey, Cooter. Joe, check this out. There's Anywhere But Here, man, on this here podcast.
Oh, I like me some podcasts, man.
What y'all talking about?
We're talking about Anywhere But Here.
What's Anywhere But Here? Anywhere But Here in Mississippi?
No, man, Anywhere But Here over in England.
Hey, we ain't in England.
I know, but that's where the England's from.
What?
Hey, Cletus, remember when we went and saw that movie about the wars in the stars and they had like lightsabers and stuff like that? Well, these people here talk about things we like.
Really?
I guarantee.
Well, hot diggity damn. What we waiting for?
Anywhere But Here podcast.
Hello and welcome to Anywhere But Here, number 56 weeks in. Yeah. You can find us at abhpod.com.
You can indeed. You can find us at YouTube if you want to see us.
You can indeed.
Which is youtube.com/abhpodcast.
Ah, the only one with the cast at the end.
Just stick that at the front.
Yeah.
You know.
Because our Twitter is at abhpod as well, where you can find us and you can interact with us, and we're there and talking to all sorts of people.
We are.
Interacting and
really
posting strange things and interesting things, hopefully, that you find interesting too.
Yeah, and that stuff from the Twitter automatically also gets posted to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/abhpod.
It is indeed.
You can also go and like us there as well, you know.
Yeah.
Because I don't think retweets and stuff show up there. So if you want less ABH
that's
pod,
true, yeah.
which you shouldn't want ABH pod. But if you know, Facebook, and we can post pictures and shit there as well.
Yeah.
It's just easier, I think.
It's more visually stimulating, I think, than Twitter sometimes. Twitter hides all the pictures and the stuff.
Yeah, it buries it, and you have to click on it to see it anyway.
Or if you want to email us stuff a bit more anonymously, there is the messaging service on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean,
but there is also our email account, which is abhpod@gmail.com.
Very true. Mm-hmm. So that's all visual. If you want to listen to us, I mean, you could be listening to us in any number of places. So
this is true.
I mean, you can listen to us directly on our website. There's little players on each post, and there's a little Stitcher player as well in the right-hand corner.
There is.
It seems a bit redundant, but you know, we hope people use that, which puts us up the Stitcher rankings to. You know, so people can find us on Stitcher. That would be good if you could do that, actually.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It would, for sure. We just basically want to cover all the bases. We want anyone out there possible to be able to find us somewhere, wherever they listen or watch or stream media. Yeah. In general.
So there's our website. There's also Stitcher, which I mentioned. There's also iTunes directly. You can get us from iTunes.
Where you can also leave ratings, star ratings, and also leave little reviews if you like what you hear. Or even if you don't, be creative with it. Post some stuff.
Make us laugh.
Yeah,
make us laugh.
And you will get a shout out on the show if you do that. And if you interact in general, you will get a shout out on the show.
Yes, definitely. I mean, last week shows that with Rob.
Indeed, yes, and all the people who emailed in stories to us and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of those this week, actually.
There were.
There? Yeah. There's a new one actually, which I heard on Weekly Geek Speak. They mentioned. What's that? There's another avenue we could get listeners.
Oh, right.
And I went and looked it up, and it actually seems like a really good website. They pull all their feeds off of iTunes, so if you're on iTunes, you're automatically on there.
Oh, good.
It's called Podcast Land. I think it's Podcast Land. Why does that keep freezing? It wasn't doing that earlier. Oh. It's called Podcast Land.
Podcast.
It's called podcastland.com. And the way it works on there is you can vote for your podcasts.
Okay.
And if you get enough votes, you get listed in the great podcast to listen to on the right-hand side, which I think is like a rotating one for all the podcasts that have reached this number of votes. But the one who gets the most votes in a month is featured for a month on their website.
Oh.
So that's really cool. I mean, I don't know how it works. It might be best to leave it until the beginning of next month. So you get in the rotation early so you can... But you need, I think, 5 votes. And you just give them your email address, and there's a little box if you want to receive newsletters from them or not.
Yeah, okay.
Which you don't have to. You just uncheck the box. Just leave us a vote on there.
That sounds quite good. I would hope that lots of people would be able to find us through that way.
Yeah, you just go on podcastland.com and search for Anywhere But Here.
And
We're
that
the only
would-
one that comes up.
That would help us to get out there in the world as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how heavily trafficked the website is,
No,
but, you know, it's
every little helps.
It's another avenue that you
is.
can help us. And if
Yes.
you do like to help us, how else can they help us, Tom?
They can help us. You guys can help us by going to abhpod.com, clicking up in the right-hand corner. There's an Amazon banner. Instead of going to amazon.co.uk for all your purchases, which we know that you do.
It takes too long that way.
Yeah,
If you
there's
want
one less character in abhpod.com.
So do that.
One less, and then you just have to do one little click and buy all the stuff that you were going to buy anyway, but then 5% of your total in the basket that you pay for comes back to us.
It does.
It doesn't cost you anymore. It doesn't cost anyone else anymore. It costs Amazon a bit, I suppose. That 5%.
It eats into their profits, but they make enough
But
profit.
hey, they don't pay their... I mean...
Oh, we don't want to get
something
into
about tax and things.
in
and-
the UK. Yeah.
Anyway, bring down the corporations and all that kind of punk noise.
Stick it to the man.
Yeah.
Of School of Rock, wasn't it? Oh, speaking of which, about film references, I made a big faux pas with a TV reference. I only realised this week, and it's because they look like each other. Remember we were talking about Shia LaBeouf, and there's
Yes.
stories about him. Shia LaBeouf and I made that Boy Meets World joke. He's not in Boy Meets World.
Oh, right.
It's
See,
like
I
Ben
wondered where that was coming
something,
from.
yeah. It's because they look like each other.
Yeah.
Ish.
I suppose.
great with my
I think
references.
I vaguely
It's just this
remember
week, and I
Boy
went,
Meets
"What's
World.
he actually?" And I looked up, I was like, "No, he wasn't at all.
Well,
He wasn't."
he's
But
just
hey,
a jumped up
anyway,
little prick.
what a
isn't
knob!
he? Yeah.
It's just a bit now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he made a mistake with that fucking not crediting that comic book writer.
Yes.
And he just took it too far. He's made it into a bit, turning up on the red carpet with that paper bag on it.
Yeah,
Fuck
I know.
off.
What a prick.
Just fuck off.
I just, yeah.
Like Joaquin Phoenix done it years ago for a film. You're doing it just because you're a dick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway, Shia LaBeouf.
stupid boy.
Pike.
Anywho,
I think that's all the stuff out of the way, I suppose.
yeah, I
we've
just
been...
wanted podcast land. I wanted to.
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
good. We've got that out of the way now. We'll let you know when we get ourselves on there, I suppose.
Well, it's on there. We just
Oh.
need people. Like
Oh,
I
right.
say, they pull it directly from iTunes. It's just we need people to vote and hopefully
right.
get us listed.
Oh, in that case, go to podcastland.com
Yeah, I believe
and
so. Search for Anywhere But Here and
search for
fucking
us and give us a vote.
chuck your email in, uncheck the box.
Yeah,
click
you don't
vote.
receive any spam email then, do you?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm not going to guarantee that.
Yeah, not going to guarantee. I don't own it.
No.
So, you know, I don't like why this laptop keeps doing that.
Hopefully we're not going to lose any of the audio like we did last week,
We
but
can
it's
hear it
looking
this
a little
time.
bit. Yeah, that's true. It's looking a little bit.
So when it cuts out for us, we'll just stop talking.
Yeah.
Wait for it to catch up and then carry on talking.
then there's no editing involved, eh?
No, I need to shut down background programs and shit, I think, before we start. But anyway, fuck off.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
matter.
we're going to stray away from kind of news and stuff that people have sent in because we're quite aware that the last month and a half has been kind of a bit weird.
Yeah.
You know, the first few ones of this year were all about us, and then the last 2 episodes have been us catching up on all the stuff that people have been sending to us.
Yes, and the one in the middle was us.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So we're going to try and get back to some form of
Yeah, and we're going to try and bring the time down again.
Yeah, because lots of podcasts at the moment I'm noticing are going over the 1 hour.
We're just
and a half.
enjoying ourselves way too
Yeah,
much.
it's all
And we
getting a
just
bit
keep talking.
self-indulgent. We need to tighten up, guys. All of us. We're all straying.
Kegels. Oh, not that sort of time.
No,
Right.
no. I've got full control over my urethra. Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Just putting that out there.
We now know something we didn't want to know.
Yeah, you know, they've got like ninja-like controls. Can stop midstream.
It does take some work. But we can. Anyway, where are we going?
I'm just saying that all podcasters should stop, except maybe Stinking Paws, because they're quite an in-depth film show.
Yeah.
Everyone else is trying to do a Stinking Pause and go for more than
Yeah.
2 hours, which I think personally is fucking ridiculous because it's not leaving me any time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because we want time to do stuff. It's because we want to listen to the whole episode.
Yeah,
we love
yeah.
it, but We're not asking. We're not telling you not to do it.
I am.
Oh, okay. I was going to say do what you want, but we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. If you just keep it. This is why we're gonna press on.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to end up going an hour and a half. Fucking hell.
Do you have any news this week? Because I have a small amount of news. And then I have observations, and we've both done stuff this week. I have a funny news thing. Okay.
I also have some really depressing news things.
Right.
But then I've got last night I can talk about.
Yeah, this is the thing, because I've done something similar to you this week as well. So I think maybe that would take precedence because it's not news based. I do just want to do one bit of news for which I will probably. Oh no, we're both going to need the. Oh,
I realised that once we started.
It's okay because there's applause on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't need the applause on my iPad. We've got applause on that.
Anyway, but here we'd like to congratulate someone this week for doing something that not enough people do. They're not true enough to themselves sometimes.
No.
And it's damaging and debilitating. And I'm glad that this person has come out of the closet.
Yes.
They the actress Ellen Page revealed that she's gay in front of an audience in Las Vegas this week.
If you're gonna do it, do it on a stage. Don't do it on Twitter.
Don't be a little prick.
Do it with style.
I mean, she's been thanking everyone on Twitter. I put out a little message to her last night, in fact. Right. But she didn't thank us personally. She did like a blanket thank you.
Thank you everybody for your support.
Yeah. And
it's pretty cool.
She's been a favourite of mine ever since I saw Juno, I think.
I really liked her in Juno. I actually remember seeing her in Hard Candy, and say what you want about the film. I enjoyed the film.
Hard Candy a lot.
I really liked the film, and I thought she was fucking incredible in that film. I personally, and then I saw Juno, and I loved her in Juno, and unfortunately, I think other than Kitty Pryde, she's been pretty typecast in that. I like my indie music. She's never aimed for mainstream cinema. That was the thing. She's always done indie projects. She was forced into the Kitty Page thing by the studio. Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde. sorry. Ellen Page, Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. Even in Beyond Two Souls, she played that kind of rugged.
Same kind of girl.
She was, she was a secret agent, fucking martial artist, and she did get elegant in it, but. She when she was being herself, she was kind of jeans and jacket, and I'd never played it, but from what I saw, it was definitely that sort of character. But yeah, she's been pretty typecast now. I hope in the new X-Men, Kitty Pryde plays a massive.
Yeah, so do I, because she came in the third one, didn't she? Last Stand, because there was another actress who played her in the first two.
Yeah, and she faced off against Juggernaut.
That's right, bitch. Good old Vinnie Jones.
But yes, anyway, we digress.
Yeah,
again.
I should probably have played the clip before we started talking about it. But hey, here's the clip anyway. This is a very brave thing to do. You can hear it in her voice. She's very very nervous and stuff. But she's at a human rights campaigning event.
She's wearing the equality T-shirt. Which
she is.
You think, she's at a human rights event. She just supports equality. But
then this happens. If the thing isn't buffering like a motherfucker.
It was there.
It was right there. Oh my god.
That's the BBC again, is it?
Yeah. Funny that, eh?
Okay, click refresh. Oh no, hang on.
Loving other people starts with loving ourselves and accepting ourselves.
You can hear it there already.
And I know many of you have struggled with this. And I draw upon your strength and your support in ways that you will never know. And I am here today because I am gay. And because... It's
pretty cool.
Yeah, standing ovation as well. Standing ovation.
Yeah, that in itself... You can definitely hear... I don't know, is it nerves or was it just emotion because she knew what she was about to do?
Probably that.
But yeah, that is pretty...
It takes some guts to do that,
especially an actress who... I don't know, is she... she's definitely in the public eye, and a lot of people know who she is.
This new X-Men film is going to raise her profile.
I'm just wondering what sort of influence she has on younger kids.
I think the characters that she plays are quite strong, aren't they? They might be flawed.
Oh, yeah.
Slightly, but I think she always plays a strong, empowering character.
Yeah.
So I think for a younger female audience, then that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that'll probably... hopefully that gets people to Just be a bit more open about it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, most people who come out, it's in the newspapers or it's on their Facebook or it's on Twitter or it's on a website, like, and she did it
In
on
front
an
of a
event that
camera.
was broadcast
Yeah.
and...
She also went on to say that I'm tired of hiding and I'm tired of lying by omission. She says that she felt a personal obligation and a social responsibility to come out. So she's doing it for all the right reasons. She's saying all the right things.
Yeah.
It's good.
She's doing it because she wants to at the end of the day. I mean,
she's not being. She's not being.
in hiding it?
She's not been outed. There's
And she hasn't said she hasn't. She hasn't said she has. She's not been in the public eye with any sort of relationship.
Yeah, precisely.
Like
I'm
she
just
says,
thinking,
by omission, she's just not done anything.
Yeah, precisely. She's not said yes or yay or nay, essentially, about it.
Gotta be honest, when Liz told me, I kind of went, that makes sense.
Yeah, Frederico Ribeiro, our good friend and contributor and the boss.
Yeah.
He, when I posted it on Facebook last night, he was like, "Is anyone surprised?" And I was like, thinking about it, not really.
No,
I
it's
suppose.
not.
Like he wasn't saying it in an abrasive way.
But it's not a case of I wasn't surprised and it was just more like, oh yeah, no, that kind of makes sense.
That makes total sense.
I don't know why it makes sense. There's nothing about her.
No, but I think it's because she,
hey, I'm a lesbian.
generally,
It's just like
that whole indie-spirited thing comes across sometimes a bit tomboyish, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe it is like you said, the tomboy character she plays, and it kind of makes you go, oh, yeah. Or the way she plays the characters.
Yeah,
it's difficult to put my finger on, but it makes sense, and more
and
power
good on
to
her. Yeah. More people.
It's incredible
should,
how
more
she
people
did
do
it as
that.
well.
Because obviously there's been the whole Winter Olympics anti-gay thing as well recently, so it's a hot topic right now.
It's definitely a hot button.
In fact, 2 female contestants, I can't remember the discipline it was in now. I think it might have been female. Oh no, it wasn't double luge, because that's generally just men. Anyway, it was female contestants in something, and I think they were Russian as well.
It's surprising the Russians are allowing double luge to go on, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Claire Balding had something to say about that on
really?
the TV, actually. She was like, it can be men and women, it can be women and women, but the best way, the fastest way that's proven is 2 men going down on the double luge together. And I'm hoping to see Vladimir Putin up there giving his support to this sport tonight.
Oh, brilliant.
And
That's
just
amazing.
like, yes. But 2 female athletes, and I cannot for the life of me remember what discipline it was in.
Yes.
On the top step of the podium, they actually kissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh. Awesome.
Yeah, I wish I'd...
Like, properly?
Yeah. No, I don't think it was. I think
okay.
it was just like it was a token gesture.
It was on the lips.
Yes, it was on the lips. The mouth lips.
The mouth lips, yes. Mouth to mouth kissing. Oh my god.
But yeah, so it's an interesting time to bring up the gay debate because of all this.
I think it's so prevalent in the world. It's kind of like basically seizing the opportunity. Everyone's paying attention to gay rights. Fuck it, let's just.
And the vast majority are, going to be in favour. And in that room as well, that she's going to get a favourable. I'm sure she has.
Yeah, it's a safe environment to come out.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, in that room, not necessarily in the fact that it was streamed publicly and it's a big public like thing, but
I haven't seen any negative.
No, you don't. I mean, there will be in places, but I think the majority of people are just people like Ellen Page, though. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Not saying
the way we're saying it sounds like she's got it easy.
For example, if Vinnie Jones came out, I'd be offended. Like,
no. But it's like the way I'm saying it. It sounds like I'm saying, it's easy for her, but it's not. That's not what I'm saying.
No, of course, it's not easy for anyone at all.
The response isn't surprising.
No, that's right.
Doesn't surprise me.
We're tying ourselves in knots again, aren't we? Yeah.
Someone throw me a ladder.
Good for her.
Ellen Page, congratulations.
Congratulations, well done. And hopefully
and
it will inspire. It will inspire many more people to, pluck up the courage.
Yes. Well done.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Congratulations.
But yeah, so we've done that. Should we talk about what we've been up to? I suppose.
Sure.
Did
why
you
not?
Do that,
because the rest of my stuff is music as well. So
it's more sound bites.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes. But yeah, so last night,
yes,
I went to probably one of the greatest lineups I think there's been in a long time for me personally.
Yeah,
is Zebrahead.
Mm-hmm.
Less Than Jake and Real Big Fish. And which surprised me, they kept referring to themselves as The Real Big Fish.
The Real Big Fish.
Everyone, even Less Than Jake and Zebrahead, were referring to them as The Real Big Fish. I'm not sure if it was just a joke, but it was like a joke for them.
None of their albums are they?
No, and their banner behind them didn't say the.
there.
But they kept saying, "Oh, we are the Real Big Fish," and it's like, well, no,
That's gotta
you're
be.
not. And Zebrahead kept saying, "We're Zebrahead," and it's like, "No, you're not. You're Zebrahead." Less Than Jake even did that. They go, "Who likes our give it up for our friend Zebrahead?" And then Roger was like, "Zebrahead, Zebrahead, Zebrahead." But yeah, so like that, fantastic gig. I mean,
Yeah, I bet.
it was at Shepherd's Bush Empire, which is a fairly small venue, but there was a lot of people.
I can imagine.
I can't do it anymore. Like we were stood for Less Than Jake, like for Real Big Fish and Zebrahead, we were stood at the back, but for Less Than Jake, we were stood down on the floor, and like I couldn't dance, I couldn't move. It was just kind of I had my arms and I kind of.
Because
I mean, this is a YouTube thing, kind of just bobbing side to side. Kind of, I can't really lift my arms up because if I bring it back down on my elbows, there's just no. And then there's people getting in and out, pushing past you constantly, and pushing behind you, and pushing in front of you. And yeah, so we like, and Cocky was like, "Do you want to stand here again for Real Big Fish?" I was like, "No," because Less Than Jake were in the middle, which to me I don't.
Yeah.
For me personally, I suppose, but I don't know. Anyway, but Julian stood at the back for Real Big Fish. It was the same there.
Yeah.
Like in like the bar area, it was
Wow.
the same. Like the place was fucking packed.
Capacity.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, it might be surprising because like Less Than Jake said, like people in England enjoy ska punk a lot more than anywhere else in the world. Like they don't get that sort of reception in America. It's like a very British thing,
weird.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but we kind of pioneered the whole two-tone ska thing anyway.
brass
You know, we
section.
had bands like the Specials and Madness
Yeah,
that
I mean,
were
the Specials, I mean-
directly influenced by you know, Lee Scratch Perry and
Yeah,
all
you've
the
lost me that far back.
original ska.
Yeah, the Specials were brought up last night, obviously, because Real Big Fish do Monkey Man,
Oh,
which
do
is
they?
a cover of Specials,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
a cover of
Which is a cover of
somebody else. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you.
yeah.
But yeah, so, I mean, the thing is, I love Real Big Fish. They've got some fantastic songs, but they're just too polished for
Real
my
Big
liking,
Fish.
I
I
think.
like Real Big Fish.
I really do, but I think they're too... I much prefer Less Than Jake songs. As songs, I prefer Less Than Jake. As party dancing songs, Real Big Fish are better, but I
Yeah.
prefer the Less Than Jake catalogue.
I don't know. Less Than Jake, there's certain albums I like and certain albums I don't like. Anthem
Fantastic
is
album.
a brilliant album from start to finish, but the rest of theirs are a little bit hit
Not
and
even
miss.
Losing Streak? Or...
No.
Really?
No, I just think they're a little bit too raw sometimes, and I prefer the polished sound on a ska band. I prefer them to be more polished because
Yeah, no, I
that's
see what
the
you're
kind of
saying.
sound. Because I listen to 80s ska,
Which
so I
is
like the
all
Specials
clean.
and Madness, and it's clean, it's not crunchy, there's no distortion.
Yeah.
I prefer that sound of ska.
Yeah.
than-
No, I
But no, that's not to say that I don't love
Yeah,
Less
yeah.
Than Jake as well. But
Less Than Jake are just such a good band live.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
Big Fish are a really good band live. Zebrahead are alright live. I mean, they're good, but I'm not as big a fan. Liz loves
I don't know
Zebrahead.
very much to Zebrahead.
Oh, they're really
if I'm
good. They are.
honest.
I'm saying, you know, Zebrahead are right, but no, they're really good. You should listen to them. Like they are great.
Yeah.
They're not so much ska. I mean, they pulled out like they were playing, and then at the end, like the brass section of Real Big Fish came out and done a song,
Oh, right.
and their set just improved fucking
Yeah, I'm
exponentially.
sure,
It was
yeah,
just,
yeah.
I just turned around to Cocky and went, "Everything's better with brass."
Yes, it's true.
It's just like it's just so much better.
Put
But
some brass on it.
Zebrahead are the ones they got the singer, but then they've also got the. He's not a rapper. He
Are
is.
they a little bit like Skindred?
Yes. Not as
Not as hardcore.
hard as Skindred, but yeah. They're definitely like Skindred
'Cause
they got
Skindred
the rapper
do-
and the singer.
yeah, that's right,
But
yeah.
Skindred have got like the rapper and the screamer.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely more like Skindred than they're like bloody Less Than Jake and Real Big Fish.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I saw Less Than Jake, they were in the middle. No, did they? No, they weren't. They headlined. They were doing a double headliner with the Dropkick Murphys.
That was fucking incredible.
Oh, you went to the
I
same
went to
time.
Brixton.
I saw them in Birmingham.
I saw them at
'cause
Brixton.
I was
That was fucking
away.
incredible.
Yeah.
And,
The
Living End. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Who were fucking brilliant with the double
Double
bassist.
bass, and he jumps up on the double
Yeah.
bass, and oh my god,
That was the last time I saw them. So that was, how many years ago was that? 2006?
it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I've seen Less Than Jake since then. I saw them at Reading when we went for the day after Foo Fighters, like on a different stage. Foo Fighters finished, then we went and saw Less Than Jake. But I just fucking love them. I think like 7 times I've seen them now.
Wow.
They're just incredible.
So that's the same amount that I've seen the Pogues and the Dropkick Murphys then. So,
They're probably my favourite live band.
Yeah.
And I've seen like fucking Bon Jovi, who are great live. I've seen Biffy Clyro, who are great live. I've seen Foo Fighters several times.
Yeah, me too. They are amazing.
As long as you get Foo Fighters on the right day.
Yeah.
I've seen Foo Fighters and they haven't been good, but that might have been the venue itself. That might have been the O2. But, you know, I've seen all these massive...
The O2 is problematic.
Yes, definitely. But I've seen all these massive bands who are really good. But there's nothing like seeing a punk band in a little fucking sweaty
There
venue.
is really nothing like it at all.
However, these days where I'm a bit older,
Yeah.
there's nothing like sitting down with a nice cold beer on a balcony watching a nice punk band. Like, I can't
like
wait
you
for
did
that.
with Rush.
And just sing along. Yeah, fucking VIP box to watch Rush. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Hospitality, sorry, not VIP.
I went to the O2 on Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did.
I wasn't aware of
with
this.
myself.
You went with
Joe,
yourself?
I did go with myself and Joe and Ian.
Oh, yeah.
Ian bought me tickets to go see Frank Turner.
Oh.
And he was supported by a guy called Beans on Toast,
Okay.
who is hilarious. I urge people to go and look at Beans on
Is
Toast.
it musical,
Actually,
or-
yeah, he's kind of like a punk poet.
Oh, okay.
He's really good. He's from Essex somewhere.
Right, yeah.
And he plays a kind of 3/4 size guitar or half size guitar.
Oh, okay.
And his mate is on stage there, and he plays the banjo and mouth organ, and he does political songs that are really funny.
I was going to say, did they do joining banjos?
Unfortunately, not.
Oh.
No, rubbish. Missed
No,
the
because
trick
if they
there,
did
like-
start that, you would have just gone, hey, Gooner!
yeah.
Oh, shit.
And Joe would have been like, "What's this?"
What's this? I know that song.
Yeah, he was really good. Really, like he came on and he was kind of talking to the audience almost as much as he was playing songs.
So it's kind of more like
And
a
at
comedy.
the very beginning, it was a bit free. It was a bit cold.
Bit
But
disjointed.
he won the crowd over really quickly. It was really good.
Right.
Second band, Flogging Molly.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you even know that was happening?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only about a week before Ian dropped that one on me.
And you just
So
went,
I got, oh God. I love Flogging Molly more than
Yeah,
any
yeah.
other band
yeah.
on the planet. Yeah, they're amazing. Their crowd wasn't
Irish
really
folk
there.
punk.
Yeah, their crowd wasn't really there that night, I'm going to be honest. But there were a lot of kind of older
I imagine you
people.
made up for it a little bit.
Yeah, there were people around me really fucking going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a new album. They've had a new album out, and I didn't know about it.
Oh, really?
I want to know why because
Yeah,
I
that's
follow
happened
them.
with like Less Than Jake. They've had several albums out that I haven't heard of.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't follow them to be fair, but I do really like. I've got the new album now. I brought it on. I saw it on vinyl. I was like, I have to buy the vinyl.
Yeah.
Brought it at the start of the gig. It's probably a bad idea,
That was a
but luckily Liz went, give it here a minute, and she went up to the merch guy. Can I just leave this behind here for a minute? Yeah.
Actually,
so-
do you want to show your vinyl?
can
It's
do,
very nice. I clocked it. Oh, that's a nice
I
scraping
started.
sound.
I thought, you know,
Let's go
let's
for it.
carry
Commit.
on. I'm going to commit to this the scraping of the chair. But yeah, that's the album. And unfortunately, I didn't want to break the cellophane because I don't like to.
No.
I really don't like to break the cellophane, but I have to get the card out so I can download the MP3 version of the album.
rubbish.
What I might do is just get a sharp knife down the side and just tip it out. And leave the... I love vinyl. I don't know why, but I love vinyl.
Yeah, I need a new vinyl player actually because we've got lots of vinyl at home.
I've got... Well, I think it's downstairs, to be fair. I need to get a proper one. But, yeah, because I've got the Less Than Jake... the Tell 'Em Steve Dave.
Oh, you have,
Vinyl,
haven't you? Yeah.
Which is upstairs, still in its cellophane. I haven't even broken that open to get the download code.
Righto. So is that a new album then?
That's the newest album.
See
yeah,
the
See
light.
the Light.
Right.
That's what this hoodie is as well. Corky brought me this hoodie because he just likes to waste money. I'm quite happy.
I
for him
wish
to
I'd
do
gone now.
that. Yeah. Because he said, what songs did they do? I think they done the song called Jump, which was pretty good.
Right.
And John the Baptist Bones, which was quite good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot of these songs, so I'm looking forward to listening to it. I just fucking... Such a good band.
They
So
are.
good. I mean, Anthem, yeah, is probably my favourite.
Yeah.
But it's just the funny thing with Less Than Jake is everyone's dancing and singing. As soon as All My Best Friends Are Metalheads comes on, like, people just piled in from behind us. And I was just like, it's funny how many fans they've got when this song comes on.
Yeah, it's like a lot of them.
Everyone's
though,
standing
isn't it?
around talking about, oh, I like this song, and just fucking
It's like when
run through and you just get soaked in beer.
when Flogging Molly were on Wednesday, the crowd was fairly responsive, and there were a few people going for it who you could tell were fans. But as soon as Drunken Lullabies came on, that was it. The place went mental, and it's like, well, that's the one that everyone knows, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Real Big Fish closed with Take On Me.
Yeah.
And the place went mental. But I mean, to be fair, I think Less Than Jake, to me, they sounded like they had a better reception, but that's because I was down on the floor watching them. I wasn't up by the bar. But, you know, like, even up by the bar, they played She Has a Girlfriend Now, and they played, well, when they done Take On Me, Monkey Man, you know, just songs like that, everyone just started going fucking mad.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. Frank Turner, though.
Yeah, he was good.
Was amazing, as usual.
I really need to
um,
go and see him.
It's the 5th time I've seen him now, I think. 5?
I remember like one of the first times you saw him, like little clubs and things.
Yeah,
he was the singer for Million Dead, wasn't he?
he was in Million Dead. I don't know whether he was the singer or whether he was the bassist.
Oh, okay.
So he started out in a hardcore punk band, and then they disbanded after only a couple of years, I think.
Right.
And then he started playing country and folk type music,
Yeah.
and this is what he's gone on to do. But he's got a backing band behind him now called the Sleeping Souls. And what I quite like about him is he's quite gracious and quite humble.
Yeah.
Like when he's on stage, he genuinely, like, he comes across like he genuinely can't believe that he's filled out the O2 Arena.
It is pretty impressive, bearing in mind there's a lot of people don't know who the hell he is.
Yeah,
like,
that's
Liz
it.
has never really listened to him.
Yeah, and
Liz likes music.
Yeah.
And she's never really hit.
If you haven't listened to Frank Turner, you need to do yourself a favour and buy Love Iron Song.
Yeah.
That was his kind of breakthrough album, and I don't know what it is about him. There's something about the way he writes music that you can connect with.
Oh, fucking definitely.
That Love Iron Song album, I think there's 14 songs on there, and if you don't connect with 10 at least, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
In some,
I haven't heard that album. I need to look
He
up.
writes about things because he's around about our age. I think he's early 30s. I think he's
yeah.
slightly older than us, but the things that he writes about are observations that you make as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've got to say, like, Tape Deck Heart, which was his newest album, isn't it? That, I mean, like, I would never really listen to Frank Turner, and then you brought Tape Deck Heart, and I was just like, last year, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll go and look on Spotify and grab that one. I've listened to that album so much. It's probably my favourite album of last year.
Yeah.
Of a guy that quite a few people haven't heard of, but he still manages to sell out the
that
O2.
entire album is all about breakups and stuff as well. That's quite
Yeah, but it's just...
but also quite uplifting at the same time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's something he does where it's melancholy and uplifting. It's just
the
weird.
song I Wanna Dance.
Yeah.
Fucking...
I Want to
that
Dance
would
is
get
an
you
amazing
going.
song. Yeah. And weirdly, as well, the 2 tattoos I have,
Yeah.
inspired by Flogging Molly and Frank Turner.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is a weird thing.
Awesome.
But as well, we were standing, and I think by the end of it, I would have maybe preferred to have been sitting somewhere. We're just getting to that age
just
now.
People pushing past and
Yeah,
spilling
the
beer
thing is,
on
there
you
were
and-
dickheads as well at the Frank Turner thing, and you always managed to stand next to them.
To be fair, there weren't like last night. We don't get the dickhead. We generally get the people who are on the cusp of just about to throw up.
Oh,
They're kind of standing there
really?
with a beer in hand, just like
Oh dear.
kind of got their head pulled back, so it's like their chin blends into their neck. Like,
Yeah.
and they kind of wobble.
Yeah.
And then a song comes on, they know, and they go, ah! It's like, oh, fucking no. Get away from me, you fucking drunk. No, actually, to be fair, we didn't get that at Foo Fighters in Milton Keynes Bowl. We got stood next to the people doing lines of coke.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
That's always fun.
Was it lines or did they have a little packet with a little spoon? They go, and you go, oh, nice. So we moved, and then we stood next to the people smoking weed. It's like, fuck, right, fine. We're not going to escape the druggies. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the gig, itself was great. It took us twice as long to get there as it needed to. One, because we were approaching the Blackwall Tunnel, which is generally fine.
Yeah.
I find the Blackwall Tunnel, and there was just so much traffic. And it was before, I think it was just as we entered Greenwich, to be fair. Well, not Greenwich. Yeah, Greenwich. Just as we entered and like that road is long.
Yeah.
But just as we entered Greenwich, we hit some traffic and it was slow moving. It took us about half hour to 45 minutes to get through the tunnel.
Right.
From Greenwich, because as we got to the tunnel, everything stopped. I'm like, what the fuck is it? And we were under the flaps. You know, the sizing flaps for the lorries. We were under those and we were like, why have we stopped? We stopped. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to turn my engine off because I don't know what's going on. And then the guy come over the tunnel and was like, there's a car broken down in the tunnel. We've had to close the tunnel.
Brilliant.
I was just like, what the fuck? What are we going to do then?
It's
like, we'll be open in a couple of minutes. To be fair, it was open within about 10 minutes after that.
Oh, right. See, because I've come
So we
back.
got through there.
Yeah.
And then we lost GPS signal. And we missed our turning. So we ended up having to drive through central London. And it just took us... What should have taken us about an hour and a half with bad traffic.
Yeah.
Hour and a half with bad traffic. Hour and a half with
about
moderate traffic. It took us 3 hours.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, 45 minutes of that was stuck at the tunnel.
Yeah.
But it took us so long. Coming home was fine. But it just took us so long. It was
Right.
fucking ridiculous.
Bloody hell. No, we actually had a really good plan. Ian drove us up to Greenwich, where he used to go to uni.
Oh, yeah.
We parked the car on a side street, got on a bus, which took 20 minutes, dropped you off at the O2 itself.
Oh, okay.
Got, like, literally, we got there, we got a bag of chips to get on the bus with.
Yeah.
Got straight on the bus, because it just turned up.
Right, yeah.
Got out the bus, got into the O2 arena, no queuing, straight down the front, couple of
Really?
pints, yeah. We left just as the encore was starting.
Right.
Because we were like, let's beat the
That's
rush.
the O2 is a nightmare.
Yeah, because it's a pain in the ass. We got to the bus stop, straight on a bus, straight back, no traffic out of Greenwich.
Missed the encores, but fuck it.
Yeah, no, who cares?
You heard them as you were leaving.
I've seen all of those. I've heard all those songs anyway.
I'm going to be honest though. The O2, I always drive to the O2 because it's not that bad. To be fair, I mean it is expensive for parking.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. We didn't.
Was
We
it like
spent
20
£2.50 each way on the bus,
That's amazing.
and a bag of chips for like a couple of quid as well.
Yeah, it takes.
I bunged in a tenner, obviously,
yeah.
for the petrol, but
But yeah, the O2 is pretty good. Anyway, we spent way too long.
yeah.
Fucking.
But I actually Blackwall Tunnel. I was doing a gig with Snide up in London, and me and Joe were coming back. Joe and I
Yes.
were coming back from London. Got to the Blackwall Tunnel and it was closed, and we were like, "What the hell do we do?" Because we don't know any other way.
Yeah.
There is a way, but you got to go right into Essex and then back down
Jesus.
over the Dartford crossing.
Oh Jesus!
That
I
was
mean,
fun.
you could go further. You could go on the ferry, or you could go further up and go
Not at
across
that
another
time of
bridge.
night, though. I wouldn't
But
have thought on the ferry.
not. Yeah. Oh, that's true. I don't know.
Yeah, but London's a horrible place to try and get in and out of if there's
is.
any kind of complication.
I prefer to drive because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, the parking. We were like, oh, £9 for the night. Like £9 parking in London because we parked in Westfield Shopping Centre.
Oh right, yeah.
In Shepherd's Bush. And it was like £9 for if you go 3 hours to 24 hours. £9. That's fucking brilliant. We got to the venue and someone else was there said, "Oh, you go and see this guy afterwards. He'll give you a follow-up ticket. It's only £3."
Oh really?
Fucking bonus.
Awesome.
So we paid £3 to park in London at a gig.
That's insane.
And then petrol, spent maybe like 15-20 quid petrol for 3 of us.
That said, I've driven up to the Brixton Academy before to see Frank Turner.
Yeah.
We parked on a Sunday night in a side street just down from the academy.
Yeah.
Free.
Yeah. We Hammersmith, actually the Emirates and the Hammersmith we drove. The Hammersmith we parked in a shopping centre. I think that was pretty cheap. The Emirates we got to a car park. We got there. We got out of the car. We walked over to the parking meter, and this guy was like, "Oh, I'm just leaving here. I have my ticket," and it was good till the next day.
Genius.
Bonus.
Nice.
It's actually not that bad to park in London, to be fair. If you look.
You got to look for the right place.
Anywho.
Hardly anyone who listens.
If you
to this.
ever want to drive to London and park, from Virginia or Massachusetts, it's fine.
Yeah,
do that.
Or York, even.
Or even York, yeah, to be fair. There's more chance of them driving to London, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Because they're in England.
Well, true.
Yeah.
Still, why would you want to?
Good point.
Yeah. So,
You've still got
still
the
on music.
haven't you? Yeah. It's fine.
David Guetta released a new song this week with a singer called Skylar Grey.
Yeah.
And it's called Shot Me Down. And it's based around the Nancy Sinatra song,
Yes.
Bang Bang. My Baby Shot Me Down. Now, apart from the minute of intro or whatever it's got on here, when it gets into the main song, I mean, it's kind of like the original, because that's, I suppose, what the point is. But yeah, I'm going to play a little snippet because, you know, this is our new thing on this show now.
Yeah. We've gone, fuck it.
I heard somewhere, as long as you're talking over it.
That's America.
Oh,
Fair
is
use
it?
policy. Yeah, we
Okay,
don't have that in this
Fuck
country.
it.
So fuck it.
Okay. But yeah, if you listen to this anyway, I'm going to play this and then maybe it's something else that's quite similar.
Anyway, just play
You might
it.
recognise
Just fucking play it.
Nice lilting guitar there.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Nice bit of chorus effect on it.
I was 5 and he was 6.
It's got that nice James Bond
We
reverb
rode
on it.
on horses made of.
Don't know where the drop is. I haven't
He
listened
wore
through it this
black
long.
and
Oh, really?
I
There is a
wore
You just
drop.
heard that and went, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
He would
But it's
always
definitely-
win the fight. Bang bang. He
It
shot
is
me
the
down.
recreation
bang,
of the original.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And there
hit
is
the
like a minute's
ground,
worth of like
bang,
David Guetta style
awful
boom at the
sound,
beginning.
bang,
Really?
bang.
But how does this drop? I'm
Well,
interested
this
to
is
hear
where
the
the
drop.
drop should be.
It's David Guetta, but
Here it goes.
yeah.
That's where that goes. But the thing is,
10 years ago.
it's 10 years ago, another group did that, and they were called the Audio Bullies.
And it sounded
And
a little
it sounded
bit
like this. All right, there's slightly less bass on that.
It's the original version. This is
Yeah.
a sample of
Yeah.
the Nancy Sinatra version.
Because this is actual Nancy Sinatra, yeah. Rather than
I was
Skylar.
5 and he was 6. We rode
Which,
on
understandably, is a
horses
cover.
made of sticks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But why would
He wore black and I
Why would
wore
you
white.
do the same exact thing
He
as
would
someone has
always
already
win
done?
the fight. Bang bang. He shot me down. Bang bang.
thing is, when the drop
I hit
comes
the
in-
ground.
Yeah.
Bang,
on this one? Because
bang,
people would be more familiar with this one, I
that
think, because it's from the Kill Bill soundtrack.
Yes, that's
bang,
true.
Bang, my baby.
But
That's
the
the
drop-
point I forgot to explain.
I mean, this is more garage, trip hop.
Yeah.
But it's got the repeat of the down, 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 which
Yeah.
David Guetta's done as well.
I mean, basically, what I wanted to say is that David Guetta's basically reproducing the exact same thing, really. I mean, he's updated it for his sound.
Is the thing? Why would you cover a song that's already been covered? But the thing is, the audio ball is like the Nancy Sinatra version. I mean, for our generation, probably not quite. But we didn't. I've never heard of it before
No.
until that song. But the audio
No,
ball
this
brought
is
it
true.
right into everyone's
Yeah,
conscious.
yeah, and also it was used in the Kill Bill soundtrack, like you said.
And it was done in a way that everyone was just like, oh yeah, I know that song. I listen to that. It's really good.
And it's
then
got like a fresh... It had a
everyone
fresh...
now knows that song.
Yeah.
10 years later, David Guetta covers
Does
it.
almost
Why
exactly
wouldn't
the
you
same
cover a
thing with
different
it.
song?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
wouldn't you
Surely
use a
there
different-
must be some other kind of pop standard type tune that you could update with a modern dubsteppy
Yeah.
electronica type beat. You know, there must be something else there, because that's too similar to me.
Essentially, to me, it sounds like David Guetta's going, I can do that better.
Yeah, maybe he
I mean-
thinks that, you know, maybe he'll claim it as a remix or something. But because I heard this and I was like, oh, all bets are off now.
Yeah.
I made some of my own music this week. This is what I've called this Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger.
Oh,
And
have
I'm
you really?
pretty sure every rapper in the country and in the world, in fact, is going to have a sample of this at some point, because I think it's absolute genius
Yes.
and has never been done before.
Really?
This is what I came up with this week. That's all my beats.
yeah?
Yeah.
You did it.
I think it's really good.
Sounds good. Sounds like it's catchy. I can't wait to hear the drop. How does it go?
Wait, there it is. That's the drop, yeah.
Yeah? I like that. It's good.
And you listen to my little vocodery vocals in a bit as well. I mean, I'm not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but I think this is amazing.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I can see people using that.
Wherever the vocals are.
Yeah.
I mean, I put them quite deep into the song because. Here it comes.
Work it, make it, do it.
That's cool. I imagine some sort of musical genius is going to use that somewhere.
I would imagine so.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
That I just thought was lyrical genius.
Totally original.
Yeah, and why not?
Yeah, I can imagine some musical genius might rap over the top of that.
Yeah, but I didn't stop there.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I went for. I'm sticking on the electronic route though.
Okay.
I thought I'd go a little bit darker with it, maybe. Just try something a little bit more kind of. Try and mix a bit of rock and electronic together.
Listen, all you mother.
It's pretty good.
What do you think?
I like that.
Don't think that has been used anywhere. Because I've got a bass and I thought I'd just play around with it.
Put a bit of distortion on there.
Yeah. Why not? But I've got a little bit rappy with it as well.
Top of the crown, raise the queen, the fatal mistake in your cradle can't
I just thought, no one's done that before. And then I thought, well, why stop there?
Why
stop there at all?
Let's have another one.
So what I did was I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it in a completely different, direction. You've got to have a little bit of variety to your sound.
You can't stick to one genre.
No,
you can't stick to. You've
got to stand out. And I thought
And if you want to influence other people, you've got to, give it a broad range of sort of samples.
If I want to be successful as well, I've got to get out there to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd go with a little bit of country, just like Frank Turner. Yeah. So this is what I came up with. No one's done it before.
No. I don't like your voice. You sound very different.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You can't just turn out the same old thing.
When you go from rapping to proper
country rock, kind of roots rock stuff. So, yeah.
Didn't see where that was going. Can't be honest. Oh, dear.
So, yeah, I think I'm taking a route out of David Guetta's book now. And
fuck it.
I'm just going to steal everyone else's shit. No one's safe. You've been listening to the Nerd Church. Anyway. But yeah, so it's a bit of an interesting debate that's come up through that. I think, David Guetta thinks he can do better than the Audio Bullies. Maybe he can. I don't know. I mean, it's a new generation. It's been 10 years. Yeah. It's another decade.
I'm going to be honest.
It scares me that
Audio
so
Bullies
since
I've listened to sort of dance music.
Yeah.
To be fair, I never listened to that sort of dance music anyway. I got into garage for a little bit.
Yeah. When it first came out, like 2000, 2001, or even 99. When did the Artful Dodgers first album come out?
It was pure garage that got me.
Pure Garage Volume 1.
Volume 1, the blue one. The Jerry Springer track.
Everyone had it, the Jerry Springer one, yeah.
But no, I mean, I was more into the trance music anyway. But no, and when I say trance, I don't mean like... I don't like too much vocal trance. I was more into the...
Hard trance? Like,
no, not even hard trance, the euphoric trance.
Okay.
I used to buy the Euphoria albums, the ones that are just like had the incredible build up, and when it all kicks in, everything just fucking bombarded with noise, and it just makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand. It gives you the sense of euphoria when you listen to it.
And a lot of electronica steals from pop music and rock music and stuff like that. Anyway,
yeah.
You can't get away from it. I mean, have you heard those pretty awful vocal trance covers of? Is it Territorial Pissings? It's a Nirvana song. Come As You Are, possibly.
It's fairly recent.
Yeah, the last. Well, I'm going to say recent. Maybe the last 10 years.
I don't know if I've heard that. I know because I know someone's using that in a. It might be a rap track at the minute. Someone's using a Nirvana sample.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people like to steal things.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
spoil them.
You know.
But no, I think the most vocal song that I ever loved was Delirium and Sarah McLachlan, Silence.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that's the Euphoria. I like Barbara's Adagio for Strings, which, to be fair, is a song, is a cover. Sarah McLachlan's song The Silence was a Sarah McLachlan song that Delirium went and remixed into a trance song.
Yeah.
But it's that sort of, just the swelling noise. That's the sort of trance I was always into. ATB I liked.
Yeah.
9 p.m. till they come.
Yeah.
There was a song
Killer, because they did Killer, which was a Seal track. Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was a song by a group called Tokka.
Yeah.
And it was
Tokka's Miracle.
Tokka's Miracle without the vocals. Because then they released a version with a vocal.
That's right, yeah. Like
which was
Groove
alright,
Jet.
but it wasn't as good.
Yeah,
I
like
preferred the original version of that.
Groove Jet by Spiller was originally
Just
an instrumental, and then Sophie Ellis-Bextor put lyrics on top of it.
But yeah, it's the Tokka's Miracle I liked. But my favourite ever fucking song, I don't know if I can find it. I don't know if we really want to play more music.
What have you
if
got?
we're going to get sued...
We might as well go down in flames. What's the artist? Because I've probably got it.
A band called Veracocha. I don't know if you
maybe I don't. Yes, Carte Blanche.
That is exactly the track. Well done, Tom. Nice. But yeah, this song is just fucking incredible. It's just when it kicks in, I don't know how long.
How long does it go?
It depends which remix version this is.
Yeah, exactly. It's off the original. It's off the Ministry of Sound Anthems 2 album.
It's just, even now, I'm just like, I can't wait till this kicks in.
I told you I'd had it.
Yeah. It's got to be on Tom's got just an extensive music library. And it's just like, I still love.
It's that kind of soaring.
Yeah, but it's when it
sound.
kicks in and it just breaks down and there's just the fucking.
I don't know whether I should just skip to it.
Try and find it. It's just. Yeah. But when it comes up, it's just like. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I haven't heard it for so long.
See, I've never.
Have you ever. Do you know this song?
Yeah, no, I do. Because it just goes completely
nothing.
quiet. Which is quite brave.
And then you've got the nice sine wave. I think they're a French group. Well, I mean, who makes sense.
I would imagine
Carte
so.
Blanche.
It's this kind of.
And like the hair's just.
Frenetic, kind of staccato.
It's just.
Where's the big drop though? Must be coming out.
No, that's. I think
that's as much as it is. Isn't
but
it?
it's just like.
And then it just rises.
It just
rises.
builds.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh.
It's just that. I just love the build up. It's just that lead fucking synth.
Yeah. And again, our listener Robbie Polanco was saying that he wanted us to address electronic music at some point. Well, I think we are going to do a set of shows on various genres of music because I think there's a lot of mileage.
We might have to buy like a 6-month PRS license just so we can just go fucking mental on the music.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be a very YouTube friendly show.
No. We might as well not bother putting videos up for that because it will just be us. But unless you want to see us kind of
fucking cracking up the glow sticks, go and buy ourselves some strobe lights. But it is that song is just I don't know what it is. That song is just incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Silence has an incredible build as well.
Yeah,
I just like music that builds up to something. I like music with a lot of dynamic.
Yeah. But we will do more episodes in the future on various music genres. I think we don't want to go too far into it, use up all our material.
So let's go on to news. This happened.
Yeah.
53 minutes in.
I could do Morrissey.
Oh, we could do actually.
Yeah, to take us out. Right. Sorry, I had to actually stretch down to get my.
Pass the audio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of our audio cables, unfortunately, has decided it doesn't like the left channel.
No. Right, there are categories that you can choose from that you might want to hear about.
Okay, shall we? Explain what it is.
Well,
For
yeah,
new
because
listeners, we will play
about
the theme
a
and then
month
we'll get
ago,
into it.
I debuted this little segment, which is I got Morrissey's autobiography for Christmas.
A Penguin classic.
It's a Penguin classic. It's imaginatively titled Autobiography. And Morrissey, for those of you who don't know, he was the frontman of the Smiths. He's been solo since like the mid-90s. He's quite successful. At the moment, he's going to be playing massive gigs in the US supported by Sir Tom Jones and Sir Cliff Richard, which, if it comes to this country, myself and the Stinking Paws guys are definitely going to.
I will never be able to afford it.
I mean, I don't think I'll be able to, but hey, I would have to go.
Start saving now.
It would be amazing.
Where are they playing? Vegas, I imagine.
It's 2 massive stadiums somewhere. Okay. Yeah, but I can't remember where it said now.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous, to be fair, that
Morrissey is being supported by Cliff Richard
Jones.
and Tom Jones.
Morrissey.
It's so good. He's amazing. I love him.
But
his autobiography is proving pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, the whole point is to kind of draw some attention to him.
Hopefully sell a few copies.
Yeah, please.
I still want to buy it.
It's interesting. It's written in a really poetic way. About 4 weeks ago, I read the intro.
Yes.
And it was, you know, it's really interestingly written. There are
Quite
no
Dickensian.
Yeah, there are no chapters. You've got to read till the page break, essentially, which comes, you know, infrequently as well. But I've got some categories. I don't know whether you want to do that after the thing.
Well, we'll play the theme.
Yeah,
we'll play the theme.
and
it's got
here's
a theme tune.
the theme. The theme is ridiculously long. Here it goes. Thomas is reading my biography. Thomas is reading my biography, and I wonder to myself, why is he doing this? 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 Why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Please don't read this. I think it's quite nice for Morrissey to take time out to actually record that for us.
It was
as well. And that he comes in sporadically just to read out parts of his autobiography.
Yeah.
So he's here in the studio again today. I can't do this because it's visual. That's the problem.
I know.
If we were just,
stopped.
oh, you motherfucker. If we were just
Bit of editing
doing
going to go on there.
If we were just doing this as an audio podcast only, I'd be able to try and get away with it. Anyway, so the categories are his views on singers,
Right.
His personal heroes,
Right.
schools and homosexuality, starting a band, Thatcher. I know.
Thatcher, I think Thatcher thing just gets on my tits now.
The Smiths starting out, the Smiths US tour, animal rights, Morrissey's own solo US tour, racism, or Piers Morgan.
I love the fact he's got a Piers Morgan category. The thing is, the Thatcherism, I just get bored of it. I know, great, people didn't like her, brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, some people did like her. But like everyone who didn't like her is just so vocal about it. It's just like, fuck off.
True. Although he actually lived through the Thatcher government.
Yeah, I know, but no, I mean a lot of people did. A lot of people that bitch about her did. And it's
lot of people who bitched about her.
I know she fucked up a lot of people. Oh, most of the people that
we covered this last year when she died.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, she had no effect on us, like directly. So I don't care. To be honest, I'm sorry, Stephen. I know you're quite political. That's probably pissed you off, but interesting. Schools and homosexuality is kind of, you know where that's going. But I am interested to hear what he says about Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do a bit of Piers Morgan.
Because he's directly influenced me.
Yeah. Now where is it? I've got so many.
I'm sorry. Would you? What? Oh no! Fuck it. I was going to say, what one would you recommend? So
let's get Morrissey to read it. Ignore the YouTube video.
Yeah, don't. So Morrissey is here to read from his autobiography autobiography. And this is a section about Piers Morgan. Morrissey, hello. I was upset about Piers Morgan. He wrote nasty things about me.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. In the Sun newspaper in England, the headline rings out, $5,700 for girl fans scarred by Morrissey, and I am utterly perplexed. The writer is Piers Morgan, who details how a tambourine thrown into the crowd by Morrissey at a show in Texas ripped into the face of a 21-year-old Shirley, who then failed to receive a personal apology from the singer. The singer in question, I hastily assume, is me. Until the moment of this article, I had never heard of Shirley or the incident, and I had always anticipated possible accidents by throwing tambourines minus their loose metallic discs. However, tambourines were constantly ripped from my hands or grabbed off the drum riser by someone who would then dive headfirst into the crowd, and we suspect this is how 21-year-old Shirley managed to get whacked. However, from the Piers Morgan headline, the world would be forgiven for assuming that I had stalked Houston streets at midnight, wrapped in a black coat concealing a sabre ripe to slash to ribbons the next available plump face. It's a shame he hasn't written to me, commented Shirley, how evidently fully recovered... Excuse me, I flubbed my lines. Commented Shirley, now evidently fully recovered and giving international press conferences. Her slip shows as she concludes, I've got the money, which one assumes is far more useful than an unscarred face. Ah, the greasy grind of the press, the scribblers and scratchers, the slingers and spillers. And that is all I have to say about Piers Morgan. He's a nasty man who writes lies.
He's a nasty man.
He was after me. But I wrote about him in my book. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Many people have problems with Piers Morgan's journalism.
He's a nasty man.
Oh dear.
He has horrible right-wing views.
So I'm assuming, like, before you threw the tambourines out, Morrissey, that you did take time with a pair of pliers to cut all the discs.
I purposefully only throw.
Or do you have somebody do that for you and have a spare box of just blank tambourines?
Yes, I have them at the front of the stage. I would never hurt my fan knowingly with a tambourine with discs still attached. I would always make sure that they were just the wooden shell of the tambourine,
which I imagine can't do as much damage. A solid piece of wood thrown into a crowd.
Well, there's no sharp corners, no serrated discs.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us again, Morrissey. I hope we can invite you on again.
Yes. It's been fun as always.
I can tell you're quite...
I'm going to go and swing some gladioli around now.
I imagine you need to go rehearse as well.
Yes,
for your big tour.
my tour, where I am being supported by Sir Tom Jones and Sir Cliff Richard. I think I deserve that level of support. Sure, I can put on a better show than both of them combined.
I imagine you can, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they've only played Vegas for years. They probably don't know how to put on a show like you.
No, their hair is not as amazing as mine either.
You do have wonderful hair, I've got to say. I know I have a full head of hair myself.
Everybody loves a quiff.
Everybody loves a quiff. Right, thank you, Morrissey.
Thank you.
We'll bring Tom back in there now, I should think.
Well, there he is,
Yes, great, brilliant, excellent.
Well done.
Yes.
This piece has got legs, hasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to go far. It's going to go far. We will persevere. I wasn't expecting him to sit and want to chat afterwards. I've got to be honest.
No, me neither. It's it's just one of those things you can't say. You never know what Morrissey's going to be up to, do you? I mean,
he just seems like he's always looking for friends.
Well, he seems to have had a hard life.
Yeah.
Friends come and friends go.
The visual of him walking through London, I just imagine like a big trench coat with a big inside pocket, and he just pulls out a tambourine and just swings it, slicing
Jack the
people's
Ripper
faces.
style.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Have a scar on your cheek.
So yeah, there's many more gold mine.
Yes.
It's a gold mine. There's a ghost story in there as well, but I don't know whether the feature can last until Halloween. But
I don't know.
It's quite a good one.
We could bring it back for Halloween.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh dear. Right. Awesome.
So yeah, I've got nothing else.
No, I mean, like I say, I've got a few news stories, but I don't. I'm going to be honest, I haven't read through them properly.
And we're at over an hour.
There's like a girl getting stabbed in her face. A boy. That boy.
Well, it wasn't a Morrissey-related incident. Was it?
I don't imagine it was. It could well have been, to be fair.
He's gone now. We can't call him back in.
No, it's fine. Leave
to
him.
answer.
No, it's just about this boy. I mean, it's the worst thing. He's 19, and there was these two girls. They were 15 and 16, and they when he walked into his house, they apparently for months they'd been ridiculing him, saying he looked like Harry Potter because he's got glasses. I've had that before because I've got glasses.
Sure.
He doesn't look like Harry Potter.
No, he doesn't at all. No one.
He doesn't look
just
like Harry
glasses
Potter at all.
looks like Harry Potter.
But I've been called Harry Potter. My favourite one I got called Screech.
Oh right.
From Saved by the Bell, which I can see, and that did make me laugh. They said it, and I actually laughed at it. I've actually never heard that one before. That's brilliant. But yeah, he's 19. They were 15 and 16, and they were making fun of him when he entered his house, and then when he left his house, he actually picked up a little paring knife, to slice vegetables with, and he concealed it somewhere, and he'd done that knowing that they would follow him,
right,
and keep taking the piss out of him as they followed him, and he just had enough, and he turned around and stabbed one of them in the face.
Ouch.
And I think he kicked her in the face as well, and
Bloody
smashed
hell.
the other one's head against a fence and shouted, "Die, die, die, die!"
Sounds like a Morrissey story.
Yeah. And he's not happy. He's very. Fucking.
Wow.
Yeah, he fucked her up big time. But that's her in hospital.
Jesus Christ.
Like he stabbed her in the cheek with a knife, and it's horrible. It's horrible that. It's horrible that he did that. It's fucking unforgivable that he would do that.
It's true.
But it's also unforgivable that girls will do that finding it's funny.
Yeah.
The thing is that I've been an insecure bloke before, and there's nothing worse I could think of than girls taking the piss out of me. When I was a lot younger like that.
Yeah,
that was horrible when they used to laugh at you. And you're insecure as enough as it is, but I never had the urge to stab anyone. I was going to say,
would you ever have taken it that step
further?
No
fucking way. No, I would have just I did shut myself in my bedroom and didn't go out and spent my days on the internet learning how to program websites.
Which has come in handy for us now.
Well, exactly. Who's laughing now? Them,
exactly.
Probably still.
They don't have an internet.
Live my life on the internet.
They don't have a weekly internet show.
They don't have internet-only friends. They have real friends. What can you get from real friends?
They don't have to make up personas like Morrissey.
So, yeah, I mean, that's horrible. And then there was that little boy who got beaten to death by his dad with a cricket bat at a cricket ground in front of his friends.
Fucking hell, really?
Yeah, because him and his wife were separated, and he very rarely got to see his son. And it's one of those problems, like he's really psychologically ill, and it's kind of like if I can't spend time with my son, I may as well kill him.
Right.
It's that horrible sort of thing that runs through the head. It's the way he justifies it, and
That's
it's not
terrifying.
great at all. Just totally psychologically ill, and it's like fucking horrendously sad story. That one. The boy was 11. It's horrible. So let's close out on a happy note.
Yeah.
The Norwegian boy. I'm closing out on a happy note.
Oh, right, okay.
Fucking come here. This one, who sent us? I think Joe might have sent us this one, actually. About a Norwegian boy.
Yes.
Stole his parents' car. And said he crashed into... Apparently he got... he was setting off for his grandparents' house 40 miles away.
Right.
And he drove quite a distance, I think. Maybe like 6 miles or something. Yeah, he got 6 miles before he veered off the road into a snowfield ditch. He was found by a snowplow driver who alerted the police. Once the police got to him... Oh no, the boy told the snowplow driver that he was a dwarf and he'd forgotten his driver's licence. And this boy was...
How old was he?
The worst thing is he picked up his 18-month-old sister.
Ooh.
He had his 18-month-old sister in the car. Wait, has he got his age? He's a schoolboy, a 10-year-old Norwegian boy. He was 10, and he said he was a dwarf and he forgot his life. I mean, that's fucking genius.
Brilliant.
That is genius to me.
That's creative lying.
He's
as well.
10 and he managed to come up with that. I'm a dwarf. I haven't got a
I don't
license.
think I'd have managed to come up with that kind of thing.
How did he manage it? I don't know. They must be automatics as well in Norway.
Maybe.
There's no way you can
Surely
drive
not.
6 miles in first
Like the
gear.
Scandinavians, as I've said before, they do teach their kids at a young age how to drive.
Very good point. Very good point. But I thought that was a better story to close out
I like
on.
that lie.
It is brilliant. I think,
There was a story that Sweet Feathery Jesus put up on Facebook last night that I really want to use, but I don't want to steal other people's...
just in case they use it on the next one, whenever it may
So I'm
be.
not going to.
Oh, that's a shame. You'll have to
It's
tell
a shame.
or
I'll
look
tell
it
you
up.
off air, or
Yeah.
look it up on our Facebook site. I think I shared it last night. So
Oh, okay, cool.
go and find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for Anywhere But Here this week, I have been Tom.
I've been Ant.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Anywhere But Here podcast. Well, that's an hour of your life you won't get back.